Alright, welcome everybody to the Week 11 report. This is your commish speaking, and again, let's get right into it, guys. Don't have much J news from this week, even though we're going to still review the trade from last week that happened between the Voyagers and the Kamehamehas right before the trade deadline, literally, 10 minutes before the end of the Vikings-Bears game. This trade went through. The Voyagers will receive Darren Waller, a tight end. If you are getting, deja vu, yes, he was traded last week from the Wine Mixers to the Kamehameha. So the Voyagers jumped on this right before the clock turned, and now they got a 2021 first. This is the Wine Mixers first, and this is so far. This is going to be the #1 overall pick. Currently projected #1 overall pick from the Wine Mixers, while the Kamehameha receive the Voyagers' first-round pick, which is currently projected at number 10, and the Room Dogs' first-round pick, which I think is currently projected at number 4. So the Voyagers get a tight end finally. They struggled to find the reliable starters at that position for years now. And they're hoping Waller can come and fix these woes. And they sent a first to the Kamehameha to do it, and they actually improve their first-round draft position in the process, assuming the Wine Mixers stay at that #1 spot. Let's go on to the power rankings. Coming in at number 10, no change, got your boys. Hickory Grove Heaters. Coming in at number 9, new number 9. Columbia Dumpster Fire. What is in the water down there in South Carolina? No one's doing well. Coming in at number 8, your Catalina Wine Mixers. Pow! Coming in, number 7, all the way up, but not all the way out just yet. The Room Dogs, all the way up in Long Island. Coming in at number 6, we got the Goose Creek Quarantine, dropping a couple spots from last week. Come on, boys, you got to keep it up. Coming in at number 5, we got the Kamehameha coming in at number 4. Dropping. Washington Wise Guys coming in at number 3 and soaring through the rankings the last few weeks after we all doubted him. I doubted him. Hell, I still doubt him, to be honest. But here he is, number 3. Team Mr. Robinson 18. And with a name like Mr. Robinson 18, scary, man. I just said 18. Whatever. Coming in at number 2. Still number 2. Current chance. Philadelphia Smeagol's. Number 1. Still number 1. You are Vietnam Voyagers. Let's get on to the standings here, guys. Nothing changed regarding playoff positioning or even the top 3 seeds in each spot. There was no change in the West. Wise Guys are ahead of Mr. Robinson 18 because of points scored on the season. I think the Wise Guys have over 200 above Mr. Robinson. So for Joe's squad to move up ahead, he's gonna have to beat it by record. And out in the East, there's a slight change. The Long Island Room Dogs moved up above the Hickory Grove Heaters after, they took them out last week. So naturally, they're 1 game ahead of them with the tiebreaker now, I think. And playoff spots are still the same. Other than that, nothing else has really changed. Room Dogs, being able to put the Heaters in a 1-game hole as we get closer to the playoffs, it almost spells doom for the Heaters. But everyone is still in this playoff race. But let's get what we've all been waiting for. Matchups. Number 1, Vietnam Voyagers at Columbia Dumpster Fire. I'm going to go ahead and crack open a cold one, boys and girls. Hope you don't mind. You got your Vietnam Voyagers. They've won 4 to start the season, and then they lost 2. Well, what happened next? They won 4. Well, now what? Not really sure. But this may be the upset alert from the football gods. We'll see. Excuse me. And then over on the Dumpster Fire, we got Josh Allen on a bye. And the Voyagers look to pick up Cam Newton right before the Dumpster Fire had a chance at him. So now the Dumpster Fire have to roll with old Red Rocket this weekend, and it's going to be a tough one for the Dumpster Fire to overcome that matchup. We'll see what happens, though. It looks close. Matchup number 2, Hickory Grove Heaters at 3-7 at the Kamehameha at 5-5. Surprising 5-5. Matt's coming off of 3 straight losses, and he's now got Montgomery, Brandon Ayuk, and Kittle on bye this week. He's got 3 games to go. Heaters need to win all 3 and a miracle to stay in this. This is going to be a tough one. This is an uphill battle for the Heaters the rest of the way. They're in playoff mode right now. Kamehameha coming off a close win to the Quarantine. They look to keep the playoff hopes alive, but will have to do so without your Stephon Diggs. Who's going to win that one out in Hawaii? Matchup number 3. You got the Catalina Wine Mixers again at 3-7 at the Washington Wise Guys at 6-4. Catalina doesn't have to fly too high that far. They only got to go to Washington this week. Again, don't pull a Kobe there. And the Wine Mixers coming off of 2 straight losses and 6 of the last 7. They basically need to win out to have a shot at the postseason, just the same as the Heaters, because again, the Wine Mixers are sitting at that number 1 seed. Or excuse me, not number 1 seed, number 1 draft pick. Washington Wise Guys, up and down all season, still a high-scoring squad, still holds the 2nd place in the West. And they have the easiest schedule left. All teams they face, the Wine Mixers, Heaters, and the Dumpster Fire, are all 3-7 for a combined record of, you guessed it, 9-21. That's pretty trash. If the Wise Guys don't end up 9-4, they may be looking for a new coach up there. Matchup number 4, your rivalry game of the week. We got the Goose Creek Quarantine 5-5 at your Philadelphia champion Smeagol's at 7-3. This is going to be a tough one up there in Philly, guys. Quarantine already has a sizable lead, but he needed 3 players to do so. So the question is, can they keep the lead against the league leaders? And with the Smeagol's coming off 2 straight victories over Western Conference teams, no doubt, the reigning champion Smeagol's look to punch their ticket to the playoffs, but we'll be missing Allen Robinson, Justin Poyer, to the bye. And just getting word now that Golladay will also miss the game. So this is going to be a tough matchup. Who knows going to come out on top on this one? Woo! Who knows? Matchup number 5, game of the week. Surprising game of the week. We have Team Mr. Robinson 18 at 6-4 at Long Island Room Dogs at 3-7, not 3-6. I apologize for that fuck up. I'll drink up for that one. Sorry, Mandy. Excuse me. But this is the game of the week, according to manager Preston Smar, because of the playoff implications that it holds. He said if the Room Dogs lose, they're out. Well, at 3-7, if they go to 8 losses, I don't think anyone's ever made the playoffs with 8 losses in this league. So, mathematically speaking, she may be out. It's going to be a tough matchup. Robinson 18, they have to start Dobbins instead of Gallman because he's on a bye this week. The Room Dogs, they're just teetering on the edge of the playoffs. They have to win out to have a chance. They already missed on Kenyon Drake's 14-point performance on Thursday night, and now they have to run with Jamal Williams, who's got a tough matchup. So we'll see if that was the right decision or not. Room Dogs really need a win here in the game of the week. If not, Robinson will just keep winning somehow, and he'll make it into the playoffs, and I'll have to remove those goddamn faces from that belt. So Mandy, come on, pull through. On to the predictions. Again, thank you to, again, this is another fuck up. Thank you to P-Man this week for the great Goldberg video. I'm going to go ahead and put Rico's wins from 2 weeks ago up here because I fucked that up last week as well. Sorry again, Rico. He went 4-1, and when Rico went 4-1, he actually tied the record at 10-10 overall, by the way. So props to Rico for bringing that shit back even. And then he gave it off to Hunter, who has since fucked it up at 2-3. Now we got P-Man this week. He picks the Voyagers over the Dumpster Fire. He's got the Heaters over the Kamehameha in the upset of the week. He's got the Wise Guys over the Wine Mixers. He's got the Smeagol's, hometown Smeagol's, over the Quarantine in the rivalry game of the week. And he's got the Rune Dogs pulling it out clutch against Mr. Robinson 18. And on to golf, guys. On to golf. Let me pull out my golf sheet here. And it looks like, hold on, is it true? Yes, it is. The cream of the crop rises to the top. Chop. Fuck me. Germ nabs a birdie while Rico gets a bogey. E-Man drops 3 spots after shooting a double bogey last week. I guess he's finessing out there on the course as well. Joe shoots a triple birdie to close within 4 strokes of Matt. So Joe says, he's not dead yet, Matt. Don't choke. And I'm just going to end it right there, guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck this week. And, yeah. Good luck.